Hi everyone, in today's video I'll be playing Chasing Fireflies by Robert D. Vandal, and this is moderately fast, not memorized, so that's our tempo. We'll need to observe the fingering, which are the numbers above and below certain notes. You're really going to want to follow those because they'll become in very handy, and any special instructions on the page. So for example, there are places where it says LH over, and that means literally your left hand is going to have to travel over into treble clef territory above the notes that your right hand is playing. And that happens anytime it says LH over. And if you look carefully, every time it says LH over, you're using your second finger. So your pointer finger will come over and land on one of those really high notes there that's written in the treble clef, even though you're playing it with your left hand. Okay? And then you're going to want to observe two measures from the end, the ottava sign, where we need to play both the last two measures, both hands, right, up one octave, okay? And then there's slowing down spots. I'm going to use my metronome today, so I'm not going to be able to slow down the tempo where it does say writ, but you can certainly do that to add some style to the piece of music when you prepare it, if you're choosing this piece. And then lastly, we want to observe any dynamic markings we might have, okay, which are highlighted in yellow. All right, so let me put my metronome on to about quarter note 95, 96. That's a good tempo for moderately fast for this piece. All right, I'm going to play my hands together at first so you can see the crossover that happens in this, and then I'll break it down and show you hand by hand. Here we go. From the beginning, 1, 2, set, go. And that's Chasing Fireflies, both hands together. And hopefully you were able to see the crossover there with my pointer finger, where my left hand has to go up into treble clef right hand territory and play certain notes. Let's break it down and realize that it's not as difficult as it seems. Your right hand is basically doing a 5 major finger pattern. And if you watched me really carefully, what I did was I didn't cross over with any fingers, or anything. I just kept everything in place, and it made life a lot easier. And the reason why is because I followed the fingerings that were written in the music, which is what you're going to want to do when you prepare this. So let's just play our right hand, and I'll put my metronome back on. Here's our right hand. And when we get to the left hand over parts, I'm just going to put a rest there because my right hand's not dealing with that. Here we go. 1, 2, set, go. Crossover. Left hand. That was 4, 3, 2. Crossover. Second finger, third finger, B flats. Second finger, first finger's on G. And move up, rest. Left hand. Rest. Left hand. Next page, rest. Left hand. Rest. Left hand. And then we're back to the beginning. This sounds like the beginning, exactly like the beginning. Left hand, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand, 2, 2 B flats. Up the octave. So that was my right hand. Not too terribly difficult at all. Left hand might be a little bit trickier because you have that crossover and you have what's called a triad or a chord. If you look carefully right here, you have lots of chords where you'll have to play. So a chord, right, would be first chord G, B, D at the same time. And I'm using 1, 3, 5. That's what the fingering means. So first finger D, third finger B, fifth finger pinky on the G, okay? Then I'll slide up in the next measure and play A, C, E. And then I'll slide back down in the third measure and play G, B, D. So all your chords in this piece are either G, B, D chords or A, C, E chords. All right, and then at the very end, you will have to play just single notes in the bass clef left hand. And we can't forget about that one crossover note that happens occasionally on beat 4 or beat 1, perhaps in the left hand. So let's put our metronome on and play it together with me for practice. Same tempo, quarter note equals 96. Let's position our hands on G, B, D. 1, 2, set, go. Cross over. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, cross. 1, 2. 5-finger pattern. Check that out right here. Good. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Just like the beginning. 3, cross. 1, 2. 3, cross. 1, 2. 2, 3, cross. 1, 2. 5-finger pattern. Up the octave. All right, and so that's what our left hand looks like. Feel free to rewind this tape and practice it as much as you'd like, hands separately. Now we'll put it together for one last time, and hopefully you can practice along and play with me. Here we go. We'll keep the metronome on for now, for practice and steady tempo. Here we go. Position your hands. 1, 2, set, go. And that is Chasing Fireflies. Happy practicing.